Ooh. Eat 'em. Pronoun. He, him. Let me have my meal. It began at fogfall. Spectral mist bled from the seams where reality was so thin it split. And from that fog emerged monsters and human beings with unnatural powers. Some possessed language and intellect, others were mindless beasts, driven by little more than desire to slaughter. As this fell and unrest spread, humans united in their fear while monsters strive in the chaos, and then there's you. You're not even sure if you're human, you were born cursed, with hands that alter the minds of anyone you touch. Choose your backstory. The unnamed, a fallen oracle, you were raised as an oracle in a remote temple. The priest claimed you to touch bestowed enlightenment, but a visiting mage revealed your curse for what it is. Following the mage's word, you fled in search of the cenobium. You regularly experience unnatural premonitions that rattle your body and soul. An innate sixth sense gives you a heightened awareness of hidden supernatural presences around you. The Hound. You were raised by society's outcasts, criminals who accepted you and nobody else would. Your partner in crime, a friend since childhood, helped you steal enough money for a cure and betrayed you. They left you with only enough coin to travel to the cenobium, your last hope. You have sharply honed social intuition. You can survive and even thrive in the violent underbelly of any city, using your experience with the underworld to get ahead. The Hound, a forsaken thief. The Unnamed, a fallen oracle. The Alchemist, an exiled cenobium mage, took you in as a child. Raising you as her apprentice, she seemed to take pity on your curse, but you discovered that she was cultivating you as a test subject. You fled to cenobium, seeking a cure. You are an experienced spellcaster with encyclopedic knowledge of alchemy, spellcraft, and history. With a little observation, you can identify the subtle effects of magic. The Alchemist. Confirm. Your name is oddly, you selected he or him pronouns. Your backstory is the Alchemist is correct. Yeah. A trader I once shared. Huh? What's going on? I don't know. It stopped? I don't know. Hello Elvis. I just played a good game that Mas Jigo said it's probably going to interest you. I'm going to introduce to you that game later after this one. Yeah. Name? Lost and Found Code? It's this one. They haven't released the game yet, but I have played the demo twice already on stream, and it's a good game. It's a game Hidden Objects from Thailand. It looks really great. I like it a lot. Can you stand? Is this me? Or is this me? The prying traveler leans over me. I need to run. I reach for my hand and I realize too late that my bandages have come undone. Oh, this is me then. Oh, so bright. Also, how are you, Elvis? Good morning, because it's still 10, I guess, for you. Wow. I twist my head toward the voice, tears flood my bleary vision at the bright glow of lamplight. The stranger towers over my prone form, worn like a reflex of his pristine medical coat. I instinctively shrink back, and that's when I notice that I'm completely naked except for a thin linen sheet. Naked, lying on a low cot, with a pair of sharp golden eyes watching my every move. Oh, a pair of golden eyes! I didn't see the golden eyes. The man's gaze flickers to my exposed and bandaged hands. Plunge my hands under the sheet to hide them from sight, though it's too late. He must have noticed what they look like. He just watches in placid silence as I struggle to make sense of my surroundings. Oh, okay. Hello, Mr. Y. I'm sorry, I just read your message, but hello and welcome. How are you? It's currently 7:13. Have you had your dinner? With a soft creak, he stands from his chair, giving me a better view of my surroundings. I seem to be in some sort of medical clinic. Bottles of silvery alchemical concoctions line the counters in neat rows. The air makes my nose twitch, a faint whiff of smoke and something distinctly metallic that I can't quite place. Basically like this then. Okay. Thank you. How to... Wow! Look at the hair! Oh, he actually doesn't even look at me. Okay, say nothing. Glare at him. An involuntary snort of laughter escapes me. Where would I even begin? Would he even believe me if I told him? Best to keep my curse to myself for now. Who is apa kabar? Me? I am pretty good. Even though I haven't finished my meal yet, there is some part of my meal that I haven't finished yet, but I'm good, basically. I just had my coffee. And I feel pretty weak, but okay, I guess. Kuras. And where exactly am I? Eridia, which I assume was your caravan's destination. I can think of nowhere else for a group of travelers to go. So I made it to the city of knowledge after all. I should feel relief, but all I can manage is a vague sense of increasing unease. I brought you to my clinic. You were the only survivor from the caravan, barely clinging to life. You needed immediate treatment. Oh, also, I purchased 2 portions of mie Aceh and a portion of coffee. It was pretty good. But I haven't finished one meal and I still have saved another meal for tomorrow morning. So yeah, that's all basically. Also today I actually started out earlier, 8:15, supposed to press the start streaming button at 8, but I was updating my AMD, so I couldn't. I'm trying to be on time. He says it so simply as if I am a small child and he's explaining basic addition to me. He's smiling. What did you say? Forgive my presumption, I rarely come across so fascinating a patient. Do you mean? Ah, okay. I don't know what to say to that. Yeah. Okay. Huh? There is a delay again. Why? What is going on now? There is a delay, or is this just me? What is the game? I'd better get going. Before he changes his mind and squeezes out of the alley and into the crowded main street, the line outside Koda's clinic stretches down the road already. Two thin, battlers query alongside whether elders, if any, places in desperate need of a free clinic is this one. Second, it seems like my stream is not in a good condition. Second, let's check. No, but this is in red. What is going on? This is in red right now. Is this bad? Is this good? I don't know. Tos dulu. Oke. Buat bobok, Jo. Internetku kayaknya putus-putus. Ya kan ya? Buat bobok, Jo. Selamat malam. Selamat beristirahat. Have a good rest. Have a good sleep. Bye. Have a good day tomorrow. Semoga lancar. Where? As above, so below. Where? Is the game too heavy? I have question and question and question. Hello? It's a freeze or raffle game. The inside of the bar is a far cry from the abandoned exterior. It's not even midday yet. Most of the tables and booths are occupied by a loose assembly of people matching green clothes. I'm no stranger to bars. Sometimes I would take my books to the local tavern for a change of scenery, but I much prefer quieter places. A cursory glance doesn't turn up anyone with a dagger-shaped earring. I'm about to head towards the counter when a chant rises from the center of the room. Lah, malah berputar. Aku kenapa? Siapa nih? Don't know. Is my internet not in a good condition right now? There's another drop frame. Whoa! A well-dressed man stands on the table in front of me, his broad shoulders framed by the thick lapels of a trench coat. This released last time. The audience falls silent as though bewitched by his magnetic presence and rich, low voice. But nothing is as captivating as his smile. He beams at the crowd around him as a performer on his makeshift stage. Don't blink or you'll miss it. He laughs when the dagger-shaped earring dangling from his left ear catches the light in a flash of gold. I would seem I found Linder. He raises his hand above the audience's snaps. A flash of pale green light, real magic, no ordinary stage trick, blinds me. As the brilliant ebbs, my gaze refocuses on the mage towering above me. He flicks his wrist and the magic spiraling around him coalesces. Second, let me increase the resolution again. A delicate flower stem sprouts from between his pinched fingers. One by one, glowing lily petals spring forth. With a flourish, the mage presents the conjured flowers. The audience bursts into clapping and cheers. My mouth hangs open and not just on account of the impressive performance. There was no incantation, no spell circle. I've never seen something so beautiful and intricate conjured so effortlessly. Linder must be an incredibly gifted mage. No wonder Ku has recommended him. Linder plucks the iridescent bouquet out of the air and turns in a slow circle, giving his audience a good look. Now, who could use some good luck? Eager onlookers scoot closer to the table. Some reach for the lilies while others whistle and call Linder's name. But his cool, green eyes slide right over them, locking on me instead. How about you? My chest tightens. Every person gathered turns to stare at me. I reach out, all too aware of the way my fingers tremble as I carefully take the flowers from him. There's no weight to them, only a faint warmth that radiates from the stems. As soon as the flowers leave Linder's hand, the lights dims. They fade away in a shower of opalescent light. To my surprise, Linder laughs under his breath. That's the problem with flowers. They don't last long, but they leave an impression, right? He grins at me, find myself smiling back. Linder, wow, what a body! Linder steps off the table, dropping among the excited crowd with an audible clink. My god, what a body! Handsome. Alright, bloodhounds, get back to your drinks, show's over. The green cloaks disperse at his command, returning to their tables and booth. Before I can make my way towards Linder, his eyes find me. He gives me a friendly wave, then beckons me over to the counter. I manage to squeeze beside him, but there's so little room that his broad shoulder presses against mine. I fence, but he doesn't seem to mind at all. Okay. Is this your first time in the area? He says it slightly, with a genuine air of curiosity. Do I stick out that much? No, but I'm certain I remember seeing a face as love. Yes, he was around a long time. Okay. My eyes flicker to the polished countertop. I'm not used to flattery, and being this close makes eyes contact difficult. As if on cue, the bartender approaches us. What can I get you? Surprise me and add anything my friend wants to my tab. I wasn't expecting this generosity, but I have to admit I do feel a little thirsty after all that fried duff. I'll have what he's having. Water's good. Water's fine. When the bartender leaves to fix our drinks, Linder leans his elbows on the counter. I'm close enough to notice the purple shadows under his low lids. There's a purple shadows? His eyes wander over me in return, but when they lock on my bandaged hands, a sour taste rises in my throat. Here comes the questions. So what brings you to the wake? Kura sent me. He pushes his hair back from his forehead, but it immediately falls right back into the place. He pushes his hair back from his forehead like this. Oh, okay. The bartender pushes a pair of glasses our way. I don't realize how thirsty I am until the cool water touches my lips. I drain the water in a single gulp. Linder takes a deep swig of his beer and lets out a satisfied breath. How can I be of assistance? I need to get to the synovium. As soon as the word synovium leaves my mouth, the entire bar falls silent. Bloodhound twists around in their seats to gulp openly. Finally, an especially drunk one speaks up. The hell are you bringing up the synovium in here? Throw him out, this is a bloodhound territory. The vitriol catches me off guard. From the angry looks thrown my way, it's clear I've broken some unspoken rule just by mentioning the synovium. When I glance at Linder, he's drinking as though he hasn't noticed the uproar. Only when he catches me looking does he lower his glass. For love of... Okay. The synovium's a bit of touchy subject in these parts. Mix in enough drinks and well use up. How about we continue this outside? He's handsome, though, so... I followed Linder to an alleyway tucked behind me, behind a wet wick where layers of frayed bloodhounds monsters have been pasted to the walls. Seeing them side by side, the resemblance between Linder's and his likeness on the poster is impressive. Kuras didn't send you here for help with the synovium, did he? From the look, he already knows the answer. I glance away. She suggested I find an alternative. Yet here you are asking about them anyway. What do you need the synovium for? The less people know, the better. Thankfully, Linder takes my reluctant silence as an answer. Well, I see if already as aware of the city's currency, information's worth its weight in gold here. Kuras told you the truth, the synovium's dangerous. Get on their bad side and they'll imprison you if you're lucky, or torture you if you are not. Torture. The synovium has always been heralded as the last bastion of human knowledge, a shining beacon of hope in a world steeped in nightmares. If any place held answer, it would be the synovium. That's why I came here. Linder clears his throat. But as I always say, there's a solution to every problem and alternatives to every solution. He claps his hands and turns to me with a brilliant smile. That's why Kuras pointed you to the bloodhounds. Let us help you, whether it's hunting soulless, finding people, or recovering stolen valuables, we can do it all and free of charge. Listen, I appreciate the offer, but my problem can't be solved by a group of good Samaritans. Chagrin? Your problem must be fairly serious, and if this Cenobium's your first choice, you are searching for a magical solution, aren't you? When my eyes widen, he nods along as though he suspected all along. I'd be happy to help you out, that is if you'll tell me what ails you. Linder might not work for the Cenobium, but if show was any indication that she is even stronger than the mage who raised me. She couldn't do anything but my curse, but maybe... I don't know if I can trust him, but it's not like I have any alternatives. Your reading sounds peaceful. Thank you, and I hope you are not getting sleepy. By reading, I don't know. I usually didn't read visual novel game like this because I usually just let it go as it flows. However, the storyline and the writing in this game are actually pretty good. So, I don't know. I decided to read it out. Do you... you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I could follow the storyline up till this point, so it's actually pretty good. I hate to admit it, but this could be my only path forward. My confession comes out in a pain whisper. My touch is dangerous. It changes people, hurts them. Linder begins taking his glove off. What? Oh! He tucks his left hand free and flexes his fingers. Let's see it. I'm as good as any sage in this Cenobium, better even if they can help, so can I. You don't know what you're asking me. I'm asking you to trust me. I look from Linder's outstretched hand to his confident smile. Then with a short breath, I begin unwinding the bandages from my hand. Fine, but if you lose control, don't say I didn't warn you. You can tie me up first if it makes you feel better. With each joint I expose, I grow more and more certain that this is a terrible idea. Ready when you are. He's blushing. Neither of us speak as I trace the contours of Linder's palm, lost in an awareness I wasn't prepared for. I've been with other people, kissed them, been embraced by them, and more, but not like this. My fingers, long deprived by years of bandaging, pick up every single detail, the grooves of his palm, the smooth shell of his nails, the pulse of his heart. For as long as I've lived, I've never been able to hold someone's hand, not without dire consequences. I never realized what I was missing until this moment. While Linder's pulse is steady, mine's hammering as fear gives way to excitement. Keep touching him. My hand glides over Linder's wrist and up his forearm where smooth skin abruptly gives way to the raised scar by the edge of his sleeve. It matches the one that runs from his collar to cheekbone. What? This one? This one? Ah, this one! I glance at Linder's face and his lips part as he considers his words before speaking. Am I the first person you've been able to touch like this? So far, I'll admit your touch does make it somewhat difficult to stay level-headed, but not due to your power. What do you mean? Do you mean? Why are you blushing? I draw my hand back and take a steadying breath. My head feels as though it's stuffed with cotton. Habit alone guides me through the motions of re-wrapping my hand until my fingers tremble too much for the bandages to lie flat. I can't believe that worked. May I ask your name? I'm Adley. You were right to hide this from me, Adley. That curse of yours is unlike anything I've ever dealt with. I can tell you're discreet, but you'd best not go showing that off to anyone else. I didn't plan on it. Staying in Town? I don't know. Let's get you properly settled then. How long are you going to be? The wet week is noticeably quieter without their leader. Most of the bloodhounds have dispersed or in a few cases fallen asleep beside their drinks. Got any rooms left or did my lord grab them all to sleep it off? The bartender, who I now realize doubles as an innkeeper, slides a key onto the counter. You know I always keep the corner room open for your escapades. Linder's laugh sounds slightly strained, and I always appreciate it, but you're mistaken, this is just for my friend, Adley. Sure, stay as long as you like to have fun. Escapades, huh? But I hesitate. My coin purse barely holds enough for a day's worth of meals, let alone a room. How much do I owe you? My treat, since you share your secret. Food, drink, warm bed, anything you need. Carefully, I take the key from him. It's small but weighs. Heavy in my palm. I never expected to have a warm bed in Aridia, let alone free meals. Thank you. My ideal guy. The air clings sudden and heavy. Without the morning crowd, the sunless streets looks barren and bleak. Even the peddlers are long gone. Only a pair of crows remain quibbling over stale crust in the gutter. I feel a ridiculous pang of envy. At least they've got reason to fight. They've never felt so lost. Kuras and Linder both made it clear that the Synovium can't be trusted, but I came so far and there's so much. I need to see the Synovium for myself, if only to satisfy my curiosity. I should have asked someone at the bar for directions before leaving. Do you really have to? I'm about to turn back when a shadow passes over me. A cloud, I think, until a puff of hot breath tickles the back of my neck. 누구세요? Wait, the shadow what? The shadow vanishes as quickly as it came and left standing in the middle of the street alone except for a figure reclining in the shade of a nearby stoop. A monster that much is clear from a glance, one that could nearly be mistaken for human were it not for the tufted ears, the tail curled around his ankle, or the dust-pink eyes with pupils that sharpen like needles when they fall on me. Our eyes meet and the monster uncrosses his long legs. Pink eye? Okay. His hair gleams a shade of red that reminds me of unslept lately, of blood where it curls around his collared throat. Thank you for listening, Elvis. Jumpy, are you? His tone is so light and carefree that I glance over my shoulder to make sure he's speaking to me. When I look back, the stranger props his chin on his knuckles and regards me with an inscrutable little smile. The only beasts I've seen are the Wick's drooling regulars, though this did catch my eye. With a flourish of his hand, my in-room key appears dangling from his fingers. It turns on its chain, glittering when it catches the light. My hands fly to my cloak's pockets and sure enough find them flat. He crooks his finger, beckoning. I've already taken 2 steps forward before some stifled instinct stopped me. Something feels wrong. Let me see. Hi, it's totally okay. I'm still on the edge, throbbing with so much adrenaline that the stranger's shadow flickers at the edge of my vision. I always attract the worst kind of attention, but I can't get rattled now. Where did you find it? What can I say? I'm a sucker for shiny things. He smiles wide enough to reveal pointed canines. I saw you drop it. You really should be more careful. City like this, somebody might take advantage. A bald-faced lie? Said without a hint of irony. I didn't drop my key, and I didn't sense any magic either. He must have stolen it somehow. I approached the man, careful to keep him arm's length away. He doesn't look dangerous, but the most deadly ones never do. The stranger's chain softly clings with the tail of his head. His ears flick. I'm good with my hands, but not that good. What's this supposed to mean? Do I really look like a common thief to you? Wow, the delay. The sheer fabric of his sleeves alone would be too expensive for most street thieves. Hell, his shoes look like they cost me more than I spent traveling here. And then there's the shop behind him. No matter the city or the pink curtains only ever mean one thing. Ah, Red District. Okay. This is not here, you know. It's supposed to be here, but it's not here. The whole conversation, is actually more like revolving around my key, my room key, which is supposed to be here. But it's not here. You're about as charming as an ox and half as subtle. I suggest you go practice your seduction on someone interested. Yeah, I'm not interested. I'm more interested with Linder. He looks much handsomer. Ooh, no. No. Ooh. No matter what I say, he finds a way to twist my words into innuendo. Do you like dancing? There's a traveling troupe performing in Hightown tonight. Their look this is utterly exquisite. Truly a performance to die for. There's life in this dreadful place if you know where to look. You sound like you know the city well. The man's gaze flickered from me to the key dangling from his finger. It's not here. Naturally, this doubt was little more than a miserable little smear when I first arrived. Hightown, Longtown, I know the idea like the back of my hand. What about the Zenobia? Do you know what it is? Seriously, you are asking this again? Knowing everything... Surely you've seen it, that absurdly large tower looming over the rest. It's not a little hard to miss. He must mean that spies I noticed when I first caught sight of her video. This new room's overrated, forget about it. I can show you things those stuffy boars in their limp-dick tower couldn't even dream of. I've already got plans. Oh, have you some pressing matters at the same of you? Lunch dates with Librarians? Tea time with the most esteemed abbess? What does this mean? I square my shoulders and the amusement bleeds out of him. You're lost. The stranger, finally more of his tedious game, extended his hand towards me, the key rests on his palm, neatly dividing skin and leather. When he makes no other move, I reach for the key, but as soon as my fingers graze smooth brass, his hand springs, shut around my elbow. He yanks me down and I stagger, my soul slipping on the steps. Wow! His voice, once silken, lowers to a smoky growl. The shadows around him seethe and boil as he pulls me closer. And something else. He murmurs against my throat, nose grazing my jaw. His breath trails down my neck, sending a trail of dread through me. But just when I fear he will bite, he takes a deep whiff instead. His wide flat eyes gleam with naked hunger as he gazes up at me. Not quite human, not quite monster, seems we are both fairy? I was graciously offering my dear friend some free advice. Though his voice remains light and cheerful, his expression darkens. Danger's thrown to you like a moth to flame. I will always find a given time. The woman clucks her tongue as though she's heard this recital 102 times. Word of advice: don't take free advice from lazy foxes lounging in the streets. This crook would sell water to a drowning man for the sheer enjoyment of it. She shrugged off a wilting look from Fair. Oh please, any friend of yours knows it's true. Now hold still. Fair rises gracefully at her approach. He pushes his hair aside so it trails over one shoulder, exposing the long line of his neck. Suddenly, it dawns on me that the jingling I heard earlier wasn't currently a harness attached to his collar, but a leash. Heavy iron chain wound around a hitching post and padlock to the back of his collar. Fair posed deliberately to hide his leash from me. The woman produces a keyring from her pocket. She weaves through a dozen identical keys before selecting one and slotting it into the lock. Come on, unless your friends take me along on our merry little solace hunt. You're hunting for solace inside the city? He stretches his arm over his head with a yawn, and I try not to stare at the way his stomach flattens when he arches his back. Lavendian note. What is this? I wanna go to the bathroom after this one, wanna pee. What time is it? 12:55? Okay. Are we done? It's easy enough to follow the sluggish river that splits Iridia into a colossal bridge arches over the dark water below. I cross as quickly as I can, climbing ever uphill toward the distant tower. Hours later, legs aching, sweat beading on my forehead, I finally found what I was searching for. The cenobium of luminous void. It stands at the highest point of Iridia, surrounded by cold white walls. Well-dressed people stroll down the walkways, paying no attention to the massive tower in their midst. I'm the only one standing before the gates. I crane my neck up and up until the top of St. Tower disappears into the clouds overhead. The gates are so heavily enchanted that even standing near them sets my teeth on edge. Alchemically reinforced locks, invisible signals of alarm, and who knows what else. Knocking. Another character? A shadowy figure crouches beneath one of the white walls. They reach out and tug on a vine as if testing its strength. And then? This is a good music. So suitable for this moment. Okay. Whatever she's selling, I'm not interested. My words come out in tight breaths. This is so weird because there is so much description right now, but I couldn't see the character. Keep going straight, the sea spring will reveal itself to you. Huh? What's the point then? No, the option was my gut lurched when I faced the open horizon. The city's outskirts are hardly recognizable in daylight and probably safer for it, but venturing beyond Iridia's walls is a gamble I wasn't prepared to take so soon. Keep going straight and the sea spring will reveal itself to you. I bark out a bitter laugh, loud and involuntary. I'd rather not. Are you kidding? It's not safe out there. You are as safe inside the city as outside of it. Truthfully, the territory before you is the safest of all. What do you mean, territory? This region belongs to Ace. Most people know him as a gang leader, but he's much more than that. I squint against the empty wastelands. Only a fool or someone with nothing to lose would live in the city. Apparently, I'm both. But if the sea spring cure her, I need to see what it can do for me. Then basically, my option is not useful at all. I set off into the waste. Over my shoulder, the woman calls out on me. Good luck, I hope we meet again. Hmm? What is this now? It's more hellscape than sanctuary. Blood flows all around me, overwhelming my vision with a lurid, unholy red. Instinctively, my hand leaps to my mouth. But the rotten stench of blood never comes. Instead, a smoky scent hangs in the air, sharp and spiced. I swallow thickly, convincing myself that it's not as gruesome as it appears. This has to be the sea spring, the place that grants miracles. Pulling my eyes away from the pool, I take in the rest of my environment. Tall pillars flank me, blanketed in written notes. Seating pillows scatter the floor. A rusty kettle sits nearby. Someone must live here despite how eerily empty it is. Stay silent. I reach for the closest one. Dear mother, don't cry for me. I'm sorry I didn't say goodbye, but we'll meet again in another life. I love you very much. From Iris. If you ever see me, never speak to me again. Hmm? His eyes red. In the shroud of darkness behind him, shapes like a massive tentacles twist and coil around the wooden beams. What do you mean? I just let out my secret that easily? Okay. Okay, and then? With a wary sigh, the man slides off the beam and lands with a thud that shakes the panel underfoot. He's a monster with an imposing figure that towers over me. I couldn't tell how tall he was before his beak, illuminated by lantern light. His features are stronger, sharper, supple clinks of metal accompany each of his footsteps. The closer he gets to me, the faster my heart hitches. What does he want? Is he going to kill me? I step backwards and find nothing to set my foot on. I'd forgotten my back was to the sea spring. I fall right before a warm hand catches my lower back. This became romantic. Oh my god, there's a delay again. Oh, never mind. I'm hovering above the sea spring, the scent of smoke and leather enveloping me. Blazing crimson eyes bore into mine. Told you to watch your step. I'm too stuck to muster a response. Like I with nothing, he guides me back to solid ground and steps back. Following a subtle gesture from his fingers, the souls around us disperse and relax. The shift in their demeanor is so abrupt it gives me whiplash. The enormous tentacles are no longer in the rafters, though now I doubt I ever saw them at all. Either way, I exhale a breath of relief. The monster pays no attention to me now. He kicks some seating pillows out of the walkways, checks the contents of the kettle with his cowl. The sudden disregard is almost insulting. Never were one? Then why did you threaten me? People get honest when they are afraid. In other words, he was messing with me and dragged a hand over my face, exhausted by the fact that this is the second time a monster has provoked me today. You are Ace, aren't you? Depends who's asking. So pretty! His pleasant smile stretches across his face ear to ear. In an instant, it drops. I get the sense that I shouldn't ask about his gang again. You say you came here for help. Depends. Can the sea spring cure a curse? Probably. He shakes out the empty kettle and starts collecting stray cups, tidying up. Tidying up. The sea spring can cure anything, nothing stopping you from trying it yourself. What do I have to do? Drink. What do you mean by drink? Drink this water? Why? It's not as if I'm averse to elixir or decoctions. I've made my fair share of them, but one misstep and you can easily meet with a fate worse than death. Is there a price? Always. Ace taps his temple with a finger. You lose it a little bit. That's it, I've already beat it to the punch. My humor earns me an amused faint grin. When you drink from the sea spring, you forget who you are. Your mind combines with everyone who ever drank before. Humans, monsters, soulless, one big happy family in your head. My blood runs cold. I've heard of these before. Group minds, some legends suggest independent mind can be physically linked together through a strong enough catalyst. It's never been done before. But something tells me this is real. Psychically, not physically. Sorry. But something tells me this is real, even if one thing doesn't add up. But you obviously haven't forgotten who you are. Before I can finish my sentences, Ace strides past me towards the entrance. Thumbs up, let's finish this later. This is a smile? Okay. Kinda assuming that is probably going to be the end of the demo. Okay. Wow. So I died? Oh, it doesn't end. Who is this now? A hooded figure crouches in front of me, one bloodstained hand outstretched. Wow! Moonlight silvers the edge of their stiletto knife, their face and hands spattered with blood and the soulless. My eyes dart past by my unexpected rescuer to the misshapen form behind them. The soulless many eyes, once restless and vibrant, now dull and waxy. Red wool spread slowly from under its body. What time is it? 1:14? Okay. Is this a female or a male? Looks like female though. What are you thinking? This is far from the worst thing haunting. Low down. I can't make heads or tails of them. First they save me, now they scold me. To my surprise, they break eye contact. Their attention glides back to the soulless corpse. They examine it with an inscrutable expression. I clear my throat to fill the silence. I muddle. Min. Min? Suddenly, Min dances. Their blade flashes as they drive into the base of the soulless skull, right between the cervicals vertebrae. Wait, are you a scientist? Oh, hello? A freelancer who wields a dagger like a scalpel, there must be something more to this story. Ooh, I should have. Never mind. Forgot. Yeah, I should have just pressed that marker button when I said he was handsome before, whatever got. This is pretty long. Probably an hour already. Ha! Hello. Glinda is right where I left him, although he's traded places with the bartender. He holds a pair of shot glasses filled to the brim with luminous green liquid. And now for the finishing touch. A flash of magic paints the glasses with white with frost. Oh. Oh! This is a female, right? I never knew the gender until this point. I mean, everyone is a male, it's clear, but this is a female, right? Somehow this is drawn so puffy, you know? Hi, again. One second. Oh, this is his hand. 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 His hand. Hand. Two hand. Where's the other one? Two. Okay. Water's fine. Ah, I miss it. Never mind. Huh? A second. That's meant for you? Linder reached for mint, but they ducked under his arm with practice ease without so much as looking his way. His referred to this, right? Not this. Such a really long demo, to be honest. It's probably like already 90 minutes and I'm still reading. Wee! This is dangerous smile. Whoever I pursue will be the last person I get to speak to tonight. I follow. Oh my god, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how many nights, and this is just a demo, and I actually wanted to pursue Min. No, not Min. Linder and probably Ace. Oh my god, this is so mysteriously sexy. But this is so. I don't know. Who am I going to pursue? I don't know. It's just a demo. It's not going to end here, but it's just a demo, and I'm currently so hesitating. Let's go with Ace. Took a really long time to load. Why? Morbid curiosity draws me after Ace. I slink out the back of the wet wick. Huh? What am I supposed to answer? Ace steps off the roughneck. My eyes stay locked on the body. It's wet with layers of blood and grime, completely still. He's alive. You sure? Call me a killer, liar? This is becoming romantic, but I don't follow. Wanna be? How long is this going to be? Oh, wow. Your curse. Is the thought of living with it really so unbearable? It is. Oh my god, should I ask about everyone? Hmm? Huh? What is this going on? Oh. Wow, the description. God, I really wonder how long is this going to be, yeah? I've played this game for probably almost 2 hours already, and this is still a demo. And I wanted to go to the bathroom. I'm basically head over heel for this guy. Thank you. Later, I want to go to the bathroom. Wow, that was good. That must be 2 hours, right? My God. Allah, 106 minutes. Almost 2 hours.